Way to throw me off. Just gets right the fuck up out of my seat.
I didn't know you were going to start recording right there.
No recording. And Mitch walks right the fuck out.
I had to get a tissue.
All right.
All right, we're good. I'm good.
Leave this. Just leave it in there. I got my Corona. I'm ready to fuck up.
Let's try all that again.
Do you need a podcast that will answer life's deepest questions? Well, this ain't it. Join a few friends as we explore subjects that are both thought-provoking and outside the mainstream. From mysteries of the universe to quirks of human behavior, our conversations are sure to stimulate your mind and leave you with more questions than answered. Tune in to I'm Not Dumb, But. I'm Rob, and today we have Mitch.
Hey.
Victor.
What's up?
And, of course, Caesar.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Got your Corona? Mitch, you settled in? You ready for the ride?
Yeah, I'm good. I got water today.
So I'm going to ask you about 3 countries. Tell me what you think of them. First thing that comes to mind. All right. This guy's out.
And we're canceled.
Dude, too soon, bro.
Sound like a 6th grader in Florida.
Yo, it's the Corona, man. It hits you. It hits you.
Okay. All right. So when I say like Russia, what do you think? Like, what do you have a positive connotation, negative connotation? What do you think about Russia?
Negative.
Moscow.
Negative? Moscow.
Cold.
I think of Putin on a horse with no shirt.
Hunt
Perfect.
for Red October.
And then like Sudan. I believe that's in Africa.
Child soldiers.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But it's got like a negative connotation, right? Now, if I said something like South Korea.
Oh, it's Blackpink all day.
Blackpink.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
Not
kind
terrible?
of positive.
That's not even
Well,
that's
North
like I
Korea's-
still don't like it. But
North Korea's worse. So
he didn't say North Korea. He said South Korea.
I said
Exactly.
I was
So
pretty
North Korea's not that
specific.
Those are
bad
two
anyway.
completely different Koreas.
One's
True.
north and one's south. What
Yeah.
about you, Caesar? What do you think?
I think of Netflix, and I think any show that they create, they don't miss.
Oh, like a Korean soap opera? What
Oh,
do they
yeah.
call them?
I don't know, but they're all good. All
Telenovelas? That's something else.
I think
I
that's
think so.
Spanish.
I mean,
Same, but different. But still same.
and then all right. So now this last one, Thailand. What are your thoughts?
Oh, heaven.
That laugh you did.
Positive or
yeah.
negative?
Yes. Yes to both.
Yeah. Yes to both. It was a positive.
I love elephants. They're amazing.
Mhm.
Considering the 3 out of 4 of us been to Thailand, I don't really have anything to say about it. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And
Yeah,
it's
have you
got
never seen
positive
like a
connotation.
postcard?
Yeah, well, it's beautiful. That's what I've seen. Yeah.
So the difference with these countries is that a lot of them use influence, right? And they want to influence people around the world. Okay. Well, the thing with Russia, China, they have different uses of influence. So we're going to talk about that. But specifically, we're going to talk about Thailand and why we have a positive influence on them. Okay. And why we have a positive outlook on them. So Thailand, you ever notice that there's like tons of Thai restaurants everywhere?
Great food.
Yeah.
Great
Yes.
food.
It's
Great
fucking
food.
awesome.
But
They
if
just
you
opened one by
look
me.
into the numbers a little bit more, right? There's about 5,000 Thai restaurants in the United States alone. And guess how many Thai people there are or of Thai descent in the United States based off the Census Bureau?
About 1 million?
300,000.
Mm.
Okay. 5,000, 300,000 people. 5,000 Thai restaurants, 300,000 Thai people. Guess how many Mexican restaurants there are in the United States?
Has to be like 1 million.
Yeah, way more than that.
50,000.
That's it?
50,000. Yeah. And guess
Are
how
you
many
counting
Mexicans?
Are you counting those little carts that sell burritos?
And conchas.
Yeah.
Maybe. No,
How
I
about
don't
the
think
people,
they are.
How about the
No,
people
that-
in the cart selling mangoes?
Is that a restaurant or is that like a
A mobile restaurant.
So,
or maybe it
thank
is.
you.
Are they licensed?
Does it matter? The mangoes are delicious.
Let's say they were like licensed restaurants opened
With
up.
the tahini on it. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No
Little-
white person thought of that shit.
I mean, it's the best idea possible. I should probably just quit my job and do that.
So
but let's say
50
like
50K restaurants.
established restaurants, Mexican restaurants is about 50,000. And guess how many people of Mexican heritage are in the United States of America?
Legally or illegally?
We're going to say legally.
Okay, legally. Okay.
2 million.
37 million.
Wow.
About right.
So that
Yeah, I can see that.
ratio is really different, right? You have 5,000 with 300,000, 50,000 with 37 million. And if you're looking at like Chinese food, it's somewhere around the middle. It's like 25,000 Chinese food restaurants and only about 5 to 6 million people in the Chinese diaspora.
Wait, there's less Chinese restaurants than Mexican restaurants?
Yeah.
Oh,
From
wow.
what
Yeah, that
I'm
makes
finding.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I figure there's Chinese restaurants everywhere. So
No, but if you go down to like Texas or California, it's
Exactly.
all Mexican restaurants.
yeah, I
it's
guess
all
I wasn't
Mexican
thinking, I wasn't
restaurants.
thinking
All
about that.
Mexican.
Yeah,
And
we're
it's
thinking
good
probably
fucking-
northeast.
Yeah,
And-
you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, 50,000 Mexican restaurants, and they still can't get one right in the Northeast. Like you could go to a food truck in San Diego right now, and it'll blow you out of the water. It's unreal.
It's probably better food in San Diego than in Mexico itself.
Oh my god, yeah. Anytime I go out to Cali, I'm like, I need to get real Mexican food. But so there's a difference there, and the reason why they do this, like, why do you think there's this ratio is off with Thailand and all these other countries? Anything? Do you think it pops out? Do you think it's weird, or what do you guys think?
I'm assuming that people from Thailand, they tend to probably stick together, and like when one opens a business, they bring other people from Thailand and they do the same thing.
Yeah, it could be like they cluster together as like a strong culture type deal.
You see maybe something similar to like that in there's a lot of times on the subway tracks. Remember those little delis? It was all of people from Indian descent. You guys ever notice that?
What
On
deli?
the subway track?
It's not like a no on the subway
Like
track.
a
It's
bodega?
yeah, within the subway system.
Within
Yeah,
the
where they
subway system?
they sell. Well, some of them closed down because of COVID, but a lot of the time they would sell like water, newspapers, and stuff. But every time I would come across it, the person there would be either someone from Indian descent.
All I know is any Dunkin' Donuts I go to is all like Indian.
Or like Bangladeshi
Or
or
Subway
something
too.
like that.
Subway too.
Subway. They're killing it.
Yeah.
They're killing it, and they're getting into the Popeyes market. Which listen, I'm not blaming them. Thank you for bringing it up here. But it's really interesting. So with Thailand, there's an idea. This all comes down to one word: gastrodiplomacy. You heard of that?
Rob, I'm not dumb, but what the fuck is gastrodiplomacy?
So gastrodiplomacy.
We can do that again. Do you want me to do that again? I could do it again.
Should we hit it again?
Should we hit it again? I'm going to leave all this in there, though, if we do.
Yeah, you have to.
All right.
So it all comes down to, so why this ratio is off comes down to one word: gastrodiplomacy.
I'm not dumb, but what's gastrodiplomacy? It's good, right? It's good.
So gastrodiplomacy is a type of soft power. And I'm not talking about your nickname in high school. I'm talking
Hey.
about you guys like that
Zing.
one? No, so what's going on here is basically there are certain countries that are using food as influence. And Thailand in general, actually, what they're doing, and they were one of the first people to do it and do it successfully, is they have gone and what they started to do is they would train Thai chefs and spread them all around the world and basically fund these chefs to open up restaurants and create all these Thai restaurants. And then each one of those is basically funded by the Thai government. So it's all the Thai government basically trying to increase their sphere of influence all around the world. They started with the West, and now they've got a lot better, but it will go into exactly what they did. But it's basically all done by the Thai government, or started with the Thai government.
So if the Thai government invades, I'm on their side.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because you'll have
It's
Thai
over.
Thai.
Well,
Yeah.
we have been like allies with the Thai government for fucking years.
Yeah, we're like, right now, I was looking at it, we're considering them non-NATO allies.
Yeah, they're not NATO. They're not part of NATO, but they've ever since during the Vietnam type era, where they would let us basically put our jets in Thailand so we could bomb their neighbors. Like, we've been tight with them.
Yeah, and so that's, I think, why they started here in the West. So basically, gastrodiplomacy is a type of soft power, okay? And soft power was coined by this American political scientist named Joseph Nye. And the way they described it is, and I'm going to quote here, is the ability to get what you want through attraction rather than coercion, right? So what their whole game plan is not a lot of people can go to Thailand. It's really far, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to create this attraction. They're going to push out all their best attributes, like the beauty, the food, and all the other things that we know about it. And then people will have a good mindset about it, about Thailand. Actually, the top 3 Asian countries that Americans deem in a positive light is South Korea, Japan, and Thailand. And Thailand is actually a military dictatorship.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
And there's a lot of other military dictatorships like Sudan. And
talk about the king, you're dead.
Yeah, well, we don't see exactly. Talk about the king, you're gone.
You're dead.
So they use food in order to basically influence the way we perceive their country. So one of their major things, so it started, I'll give you a little like backstory on it and how it goes, but basically it started in 2001, and what they wanted to do, they created this global Thai restaurant company, and they wanted to basically make like a McDonald's of Thai food. So they just started in training all these Thai chefs. That whole thing kind of went away. It didn't work. Like, they weren't able to create like the McDonald's of Thai food.
But yeah, I couldn't imagine Thai food being a fast food thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to like put up to a drive-through and be like, can I get some drunken noodles in this fucking thing? And then just whip it up. It didn't
work out. It didn't work out, but they kept some of the ideas. Like, if you think of a McDonald's, right? What are they? They're a chain. They're kind of all the same, and they're consistent. So they realized that they couldn't make this huge global chain. What they would do is they would help the chefs that they did train to open up Thai restaurants. And then they would control and keep that consistency through like a rating process. Okay. And they called it the Thai Select program. So that's what they did. In 2001, they create this global Thai restaurant company. Doesn't work out. So then in 2002, they create what's called the Global Thai program. And this was basically their whole thing is like, it was like a multinational project. They did health, culture, food, massage, like everything about their culture. They went out there and tried to push it, right? And that the whole idea was, we just want to create a positive image of Thailand and kind of get away from that. I don't know if you guys have known, but they have like a big sex tourism out there in Thailand, and they kind of wanted to get away from that negative connotation of the sex tourism.
I had no idea.
Did like Bikram?
Because they did a great
that's
job.
like Indian, isn't it? Like Bikram yoga and all that.
Oh yeah. Well, have you watched that on Netflix with that guy Bikram yoga? It is wild, dude. This is a fake cult.
Yeah, that dude is crazy.
They changed the name. They like didn't even name it Bikram after that because he was like sexually like assaulting all these women.
You're a sick motherfucker.
So under the Global Thai program, basically what they wanted to do is they had 5,000 Thai restaurants at the time around the entire world. And this was in 2003, and they wanted, or in 2002, 2001, 2002, they had about 5,000 Thai restaurants. And during the Global Thai program, they wanted to increase that to around like 8,000 globally in 2003. Oh. So a bunch of parts of the government got involved, like the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Commerce, the Ministry of Labor, tourism, like all these companies or all these branches of their Thai government got together and they basically said, like, we're going to roll this thing out. So what they did was they trained all these chefs. They had all these trained chefs. They got them like hookups with visas in other countries, right? So that they can get in there because, I mean, you could train a chef all day, but if he can't get in another country to make any food, he's staying there. Right. So they kind of like work their way with other countries and try to get their chefs in there. And then what they did in order to keep like this consistency, they created the Thai Select project. So it was it certifies any Thai food as authentic, and it's certified by the government of Thailand, right? And these offices are all over the world, and even in New York City, Chicago, LA, and like Miami. And they're out here and they go to Thai restaurants and they basically certify them as authentic or not.
And any new Thai restaurant that opens up,
wouldn't they know about it?
So there's a couple of things, right? So if you get the government is basically giving loans to people to open up Thai restaurants, but they're not going to give loans to anyone, right? They don't want you to open up like a Thai Korean taco like dive bar and then but then it sucks and then it has nothing good and then all of a sudden the government stamped it and now you have a negative connotation. So what they do is the restaurants will certify them authentic and high quality, but they have a few standards that you have to do in order to meet the Thai Select project. And remember, you can't get government funding from them unless you are in the Thai Select project. So you got to be open for at least a year. You got to be operating 5 days a week. You have to be like certified to take Visa and American Express. You have to have a chef with a Thai cooking background. And you have to use materials and equipment from Thailand.
Oh, wow.
And then, so that's the whole thing. So now that's that whole idea is if you open up a company or you open up a business and you got to get all your materials and all your equipment from Thailand, well, that's going to increase Thailand's economy, essentially. And that will increase not only tourism, because you're going to be thinking how great Pad Thai is. You're like, I'd love to go to Thailand. But all these Thai restaurants around here have to buy their spices from where?
Thailand.
So that it increases their import-export, right? So that was their whole idea, is they want to branch out. They want to increase tourism, and they want to increase import-export. And that's what they're doing here with all these Thai restaurants. So their first go-around was in the West because that was just what they wanted to do.
So wait, they have a monopoly pretty much on anything related to Thai or Thai food.
No, because you can open up a Thai restaurant and not need their government funding.
It doesn't sound like a monopoly. Oh, okay. It more sounds like a Michelin star rating kind of thing.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
A Thai Michelin star rating.
That's exactly what it is.
It's like a chili. It's like either one chili or two chilies.
So if I go to a Thai restaurant, how would I be able to know which ones are authentic by the government or not?
Yeah, well, they'll tell you. Usually they'll put up like we're Thai Select rated, and they have different ratings through their Thai Select program. So they have like 4 ratings through the Thai Select program. Yeah, they have Thai Select Signature, right? So Thai Select Signature is for restaurants that offer high-end experience, showcasing authentic Thai cuisine and excellent service. And also, they have Thai decor all around the place. Guess who it's provided by? Thailand. Exactly.
I think Chase also offers a similar package.
I think so too.
What's the rewards for the signature?
I think you got to pay 120 a year for that.
120 a year, and you got to have 1,500 minimum balance.
But you get double points at any Thai restaurant.
So they have their Thai signature package, right? So that's like their high-end restaurant. They have a Thai Select, which is like a Thai Select Classic, which is like their mid-range restaurant. It's awarded to Thai restaurants with excellent quality and good service. So that's like one of those. And then you have the Thai Select Casual, which is like more of like just like what the name says. It's more of like a street food, trendy type of like Thai food. And then you have the Thai Select Unique, which is like outstanding Thai restaurants located only in Thailand. So Thai Unique would be, something in Thailand. So if you were to go there, you would see like a Thai Unique place. So for tourists in Thailand, they would be like, oh, this is a Thai Select Unique rating system. So that's what it does. So they couldn't do the McDonald's, but they still wanted the consistency. They still wanted the control. They still wanted all the benefits of import-export and a positive outlook. So they created, the first thing they did to increase their gastrodiplomacy was increase this or create this Thai Select project.
Is there like a website?
Yeah. If you go to the Thai Select website, you can actually pull up all the restaurants that are rated in your state, and you can find them on there.
I'm so curious now.
Me too.
What I started noticing though is that
Hey, let's become a member.
the thing I started noticing though is I think after people already got kicked on like this whole Thai thing, they don't probably need as much assistance, but they still get all their stuff from them. Because remember, like in order for you to get loans and grants and all this stuff from the Thai government, if you're just starting a business, you gotta basically stay within the Thai Select program. But I think after a while, you might not need that, but they would still use the same type of like setup, and I'm sure they're going to get everything from Thailand. So that was step one: create the Thai Select program.
So this is pretty interesting. I was looking at the Thai Select thing that you said. There's different categories for it. It's a signature, classic, casual, and unique.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Oh, there's recipes. I can just go home and make this shit.
Well, you could try. Are you Thai certified, bro?
Bro, are you questioning my Thai cooking abilities?
Do you not know?
I took a whole 2-day class in cooking Asian cuisine.
In Thailand?
Ooh.
No, in New York City
In Soho.
by a French chef.
On the Upper West Side,
By a French chef in an Italian restaurant.
named Marco.
No, it was actually his name was, I think his last name was like Hernandez or something.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's Thai.
Secretly, it was a Mexican restaurant.
You're making sopapillas in the back.
I don't think you can actually cook.
So step one, create the Thai Select program, right? Keep that consistency. Next thing they did was obviously they had all these chefs trained, but what they did was they would work with other countries to try to get these guys visas, and they would try to get them like special work visas specifically for the purpose of opening a Thai restaurant.
The way you're talking, I'm imagining fucking, this is like Black Widow, deep cover ops. Like they're training chefs, and then they're going to place them in American countries in a guise of opening up a restaurant. But really, they're just opening up a restaurant. Like highly trained Thai chefs.
Assassins that will feed
I mean,
you.
they're training
To
them. I
death.
don't know if they're training them to cook. I mean, they're just training the chefs.
Oh, good
It could
point.
be like a camp, you know. They could have these guys hitting the monkey bars in the back. I don't know.
To our listeners, if this is our last podcast, the Thai chefs got to us.
Yep.
The Thai assassin.
We don't know what happened, but we
They
found
just
a
stopped
bunch of
putting-
I'm going
we
down
found a
with
bunch
that
of
chicken
fish
pineapple
sauce on the
rice.
floor.
That's their calling card. They leave a little fish sauce.
Is that fish sauce? So yeah, and that's not like how we do it, you know, as far as like United States, but actually New Zealand created a special visa for them to be able to promote their Thai food and stuff like that. So that was pretty interesting.
What do you mean that's not how we do it?
I guess
With visa?
the United States has very like stringent process on getting visas, so they weren't able to work with us or do stuff like that. So, but some countries did create special things for them to come in. But what I did find interesting was, okay, so let's say you want to open a Thai restaurant, right? You're an expat Thai, you're trained, this and that. You get a special visa, you come to whatever country you want to open one up. You get a loan from the Thai government. You're like, listen, I'm going to open up one. I'm going to try to keep it to the Thai Select program because I want to keep my government funding from you. And what they actually do is they will scout some of the locations for you, give you an idea of where you could go, and actually give you a pre-made menu based off the type of business you wanted to open. So let's say like it's almost like a prototype business, and they have these already made, and they just say, here, make this one. And then now if you go to the type of restaurant that you eat at, you can see that some of these places were built off of these prototype menus. So they break those into 3 categories, right? So you have the Thai government created this. So it's Elephant Jump, which is their fast casual option. It's like $5 to $15 per person. They have the Cool Basil menu. It's like a mid-priced, like 15 to 20 a head. And then you have like a Golden Leaf prototype, which is like the higher end, which is the 25 to 30 with the signature decor and the authentic fabrics and all that stuff. So these are like 3 Thai prototypes that the government actually provides. So do you have any Thai restaurants by you, and which one do you think would fall into this?
So here's my issue. Now that I'm thinking about it, right? because you mentioned this earlier about their menus and the type of food that they bring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the Thai restaurants by me also have like Japanese food or also have Chinese food. There's a few that don't, but like most of them do.
Yeah, the
So
ones
those
that
wouldn't qualify.
the ones that I've gone to are all Thai food. No fusion or anything like that.
No fusions?
Yeah, but they don't have other things on the menu. Like they don't have any gyoza or
No, the ones that I've gone to.
Part of the when I was reading, part of the information that they provide the Thai chefs, and I'm not saying that your business is like part of this, because this was in 2003, 2008, it might be a little different as far as making stuff, but they provide them demographics of the people and their palate. So if you did want to make a fusion restaurant, you would know what to fuse it with. And the menu doesn't necessarily have to be that menu. You just have to have certain items off that menu. So you had to have like, if you wanted to use this, you could add more. So if you did want to make like a fusion restaurant, you totally could. And a lot of them do when they go to other countries. So they're like, like the people in Sweden don't tend to like this types of food. So we recommend making these types of dishes versus, the people in America like these types of food. So maybe we would, and they provide this to the chefs and it's part of their training. So they know like the palate of the country that they're trying to open these restaurants at. So you could have a lot of fusion restaurants. They know that we love Chinese food.
That's a big thing with McDonald's. Like if you go to McDonald's in any other country, you ain't getting the same menu as you do.
Oh yeah, it's completely
here.
different.
You're getting beer and platano in DR.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah, and DR.
Beer and platano in DR, really?
Yeah. All those restaurants.
In
What are
Puerto
they
Rico,
called?
you get Avena.
KFC's, the
What's it
Burger
called?
King. I haven't been there in a while, but it's probably the same way we go to McDonald's here and you see like, let me get a number one. They have like their individual numbers where instead of fries, it could be like, let me get a side of platano.
When I was in Japan, they would have teriyaki burgers instead
What do they
of
have out
regular
there?
burgers. Teriyaki burgers
Oh, that does sound good.
instead of the regular burgers. They had a completely different menu
I was thinking maybe they had like a McPlatano.
in Japan. Or would they?
No, in fucking DR. I don't know. Like, look at the McPlatano. Do you want?
They probably do. I haven't been there in a while,
Yeah.
so they probably do.
That's fucking
And
awesome.
while you're waiting online, they just play bachata.
You
You
have
have
to.
You have to dance to the counter.
That's you have to.
I like to order a number 3 and a.
There's no ball pit. There's just like a dance club. This is continuing to go on, and they constantly update the funding for this program. They've actually increased the funding for this program, and they've revamped it in like 2018, and because they've actually hit their goal. So remember, they had a goal of when they first implemented the Global Thai program, they had 5,000 globally, and they wanted to increase it to 8,000. Now they have over 15,000 restaurants globally, and 5,000 alone are in the United States of America, and that's actually increasing. So a lot of other countries have seen this successful program, and they've started to do it too, which is interesting because we were talking about soft power, right? And the type of soft power they're using is gastrodiplomacy. But with South Korea did the same thing with their food, and they did the same thing with K-pop and Korean dramas.
Korean fried chicken is on another level.
Yeah, but I only find that around K-Town. Like I don't. There's
No,
Korean
they're all-
fried
well,
chicken
they're
by
all
me.
in the
Oh
city,
no! And the city, they're huge. There's a ton of like Korean fusion. Actually, what they did, one of the first things they did, the government sponsored a bunch of these like food trucks to come out here and basically just give out Korean food to people to like just get them, in a food truck in New York City, just drive around and like get them like tasting Korean food and be like, oh, Korean food's good, and just trying to make that connection in their head.
Korean barbecues are good too.
Korean barbecue, people love Korean barbecue, right?
Oh, so good.
Oh, I forgot about Korea. Yeah, okay. I have.
Is hot pot also Korean, or is that something else? Hot pot.
I don't.
Yeah, I
think
think that is Korean, right?
that's Korean. Is it?
I'm not a fan, but I've tried it.
Everyone I know that's eaten at those like usually feels sick after.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
the
there's
hot
so
pot?
much food though. It is so much food. I just don't have a liking to making my own food.
Yeah.
Like I could do
I just
that
paid
at home.
$100 and you're telling me, yeah, cook this yourself?
Yep.
Like,
For
what?
real. The best thing, honestly, the best thing to do, like, is go to H Mart, pick up all the meat yourself,
Right.
cook it at home for a fraction of the cost, and it's the same meat they use, and it's seasoned just the way they do it, and it's awesome. Because you can't replicate it at home, but like you could go buy all the shit at H Mart. That's the best way. I think the best way to do it. But so yeah, other countries have seen this. They like it. They're going in on it. South Korea is one of them. Peru, like
Pio Pio.
yeah,
I was
Pio
just
Pio,
about to
right?
say that.
Pio Pio's
Oh,
out
man.
there. What's
that
that?
food is delicious.
Oh my god, it's amazing. And
Like, I love Peruvian chicken. I still don't want to go to Peru. I have no desire to go to Peru.
I
Steven,
went.
You went. To
I
Peru.
went, and it's amazing. Machu Picchu's great.
Oh, that's in Peru?
yeah,
that's
man.
in Peru.
Oh, shit.
Machu
That's in
Picchu. There's another. I went to another one. It's called. I'm gonna butcher this one. It's Oteya Tatumbo.
Come again?
It was like a.
Are you
Atento
okay?
Dumbo?
Did you get the
Atento Dumbo?
vaccine? Are you all right?
Yeah, he
Did I
said
get
the
the
basketball
vaccine?
player, bro.
Yeah.
Not the Kevin Matumbo.
He plays for the Wizards, right?
I thought they lost.
That was dope too. Like it's. I went to Cusco, and yeah, I went to Cusco. It's a beautiful city. So yeah, I highly recommend. Well, now the government is having its turmoil, and I think they closed down Machu Picchu, so I wouldn't go now. But when it opens back up and everything gets settled, I would highly recommend it.
What's going on in the government over there? What they do?
I don't know. Maybe some
No, they
kind of
just
civil war or
overthrow
something.
each other.
Yeah, probably that.
Yeah,
Probably
they-
that.
A civil war?
Yeah.
Huh. You need a
lot
couple
of those
every
countries
year.
just, they like to refresh.
Yeah. I mean, I
Every
restart my
few-
computer every
You
week.
have to. You can't
Yeah.
just leave it running.
It's the same thing.
You
Yeah.
can. You just try not to worry about it.
It's like clearing the cache. You
Yeah.
just gotta.
Yes.
Start fresh.
Yeah. So as of now, though, and it's funny that you said that, right? So as of 2014, there was like a huge government coup in Thailand, where the military actually overthrew the government in a very, I guess, peaceful manner. No one died, no bloodshed, whatever. They just kind of came over and took over and became a military dictatorship. And they say that Thailand has basically one coup every 7 years. They've had like 12 since the 1960s. So this is kind of like their thing. But recently in 2014, there was like this one, and the United States of America did not like that. And I guess the government has some sort of connection, or they don't really, they're playing nice, or they have no like, they're playing nice with China, basically. So the United States of America is kind of like, we don't really like that. Like, we understand you guys are good or whatever, and we have a good relationship with you. And they tried to increase that relationship. But there was actually an article recently where I read that. So the Thai government was like, oh, we're in good relationship with you. We're looking to basically upgrade our Air Force fleet, and we'd like to buy some 5th generation fighters from you. So they put in an order for a bunch of F-35s. And an article just came out, I think, this week, where the United States was like, well, we're not going to really give you any F-35s. Like, we'll update your F-16s and your F-15s, but we're not really going to, like, give you... And they just basically said, like, training purposes and stuff like that. But from what I'm reading, they're kind of friendly with China, and they don't want to give F-35s to a country that's basically going to possibly let China just start jumping in there and taking a look at all those the 5th generation fighters. So,
Well, there's a very big, I don't know if it's every year or every few years, but there is a very large international training exercise that goes on in Thailand
Oh, really?
between our military and other militaries. They all get together and they just fucking fly around and do fucking shit.
Didn't that happen like a couple of years ago when I think we were complaining because China was doing like these military exercises in restricted area, so-called restricted area, but like in Taiwan? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah, I think that's different though.
Yeah.
That's them trying to like. I think that's them trying to show off what they can do around Taiwan.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of the same as we do it, but we do it with the Thai government as well. It's called Cobra Gold.
Oh yeah, Cobra Gold.
Cobra Gold.
Okay.
It's first held in 1982, and as of 2021, has several different activities that highlight regional security and effective regional crisis response.
Let me see. I just read something about Cobra Gold.
It sounds badass.
I think that's on Netflix, right? Is that on Netflix?
Cobra Kai.
It's the second season.
Cobra Kai.
It's the second season.
That's what it is.
You'll watch it next week.
Yeah, I'll watch it next.
Yeah, so here I'm reading this article. So Thailand has for many years hosted the annual Cobra Gold training exercises with the United States, but those warm ties have, however, been strained by the Thais' military coup against the elected governments in 2016 and 2014, and concerns about overthrows backed by army-backed governments toward rival power China. So, yeah.
So with the coups, though, because this has happened before, right? And I used to read about it. They're not, so they still have the royal family. The monarchy is still there. The coups are to get rid of the prime minister, because usually what happens is that their term will be up and they're like, no, I'm going to stay. And then the military goes, no, you have to leave. There's usually like months and months of riots and protests, and then the military steps in and just deposes whoever the prime minister is.
Yeah, it was funny that you mentioned
really
that.
funky.
Because when I started reading about like their coups and stuff, they do these coups every so often, like you said. They would overthrow the prime minister, but then they would have, most of the time, they would have an election afterwards.
Yeah.
After they've kind of settled, because it was like the guy before wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
So it's just like whoever's being backed by the military, and they just step in and kick you out.
Are they picking a new person every time they do a coup, or is it the same person?
No, I think they pick a new guy.
So
Whoever's in line with the military, right?
So why are there so many coups? Like
no, but think about it this way, though. A lot of the times, like they'll be like, "Oh, these people are corrupt," right? And then that person will stay in power. They'll get overthrown, and then like their son will come up and be like, "I'm here. I came from this family. I want," and then they'll get elected for some reason, and then they say they'll refuse to leave. Like there's these rich families that basically do whatever they want. It's the same shit.
Keep the bloodline going, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in a lot of other countries and even in the U.S. Like, there's just these families of generational wealth that step themselves into politics whenever they feel like it. Except our systems are different here, so it doesn't play out the same way.
Yeah, so because of all this, like, not bad blood, but just weird tension between Thailand and the United States, they've kind of not really started to go into the Western market much. It did start this whole program in the Western market, but now they're kind of basically going into like Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Brazil, and they're starting to basically increase their sphere of influence in those areas. They're actually part of a group called the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, also known as Asian. And then they would hold ASEAN. Yeah,
Asian.
I've seen that.
Asian. Yeah,
I've seen that.
Were they at your gala event yesterday, or you trying to get a job as a Thai cook? So yeah, they basically deal with these other countries, and they're trying to basically do the same thing. Try to get their Thai chefs in there, and then get into events and sponsor certain events. Other countries are doing the same thing here, like South Korea. They have a bunch of like food events out in like California and stuff. South Korea would go in there and they might sponsor the event so that you're starting to think of like, oh, South Korean food. And then they might offer plane tickets as like certain rewards and things like that. And that would also increase tourism and get people thinking about South Korea or Taiwan in a positive light. So this is this gastrodiplomacy. They're using food, and because food is everywhere, and because there's so many events around food, it's very easy for these countries to basically be like, oh, here we are, here's our food, try our type of food, and then get, influence and promote themselves. And you might have never even heard them. You might even had their food. So
I feel like America is a good place for that to, implement their food, their cuisine into like our culture here, because food is everywhere here. Anytime there's a food event, it's all over.
Yeah, but I think it depends on where in America, because a restaurant in New York is going to be different than one in like Oklahoma.
Right. Well, yeah, if you do all the squares, like stay away from the square states, do all the like East Coast.
Wow,
East Coast, West Coast.
Oh, this guy. You mean the heartland of America?
Yeah, this is
where the real Americans live? Are you saying those flyover states don't matter? Jesus.
Look on a map, all right? They're square.
Oh my
God. The
Dakota elitist.
That's your problem, Mitch. I wasn't good at history. All right?
You coastal elitist piece of shit.
Yeah. Is that what you put on your Regents exam? Square state?
Well, you figure they stay on the East Coast, stay on the West Coast, and probably the South. Where in the, you're not going to really see them in like the Midwest.
No, they're actually a lot of places in the Midwest now. There's Thai restaurants everywhere, and that was their goal, is to be put there. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know what I would love to see more of, and maybe it's just because I've been in the mood for this for like a couple of weeks now. I need some more shawarma.
Oh,
shawarma,
bro! I need some shawarma. Some
shawarma
like good shawarma. Oh,
shawarma is the best. Shawarma is the best.
Well,
there's not a lot of gyro places around here either, so shawarma's
that's true.
I could be wrong, but is the halal guys that's shawarma, right?
I think it's halal food.
Yeah,
I think shawarma's a little different, right?
So what's the difference between? So I'm not dumb, but what's the difference between?
Bro, that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah,
you've got like a shawarma, you've got a donor, you've got a gyro or a gyro. Yeah,
all right, that's a whole nother episode.
That's a whole nother episode, and literally I could put that together in 30 minutes before, and I'll just make. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But yeah, shawarma is the shit. But I think a lot of those places they name it differently, and it might be like the heritage of where you're getting it from. So like halal might be, Arabic, where shawarma could be from, I don't know, Turkey or something. And another guy would be from, I don't know, wherever, I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I'm making this shit up.
Okay. It is different though. All right. That's,
yeah, it's different.
Yeah. I mean, cause I remember in Europe, like they would just call them doner kebabs. And I was like, well, I thought a kebab was like, they just call them donors. Oh, you want to go get a donor? Well, yeah, sure. So yeah, this gastrodiplomacy, or this idea of soft power, it basically allows middle power countries to gain influence. So you might not be a superpower, right? So you're not going to use hard power, which is basically like the use of force or military exercises or sanctions, like the United States could put on other countries. That's like ways of using hard power to basically coerce a country to do what you want. Middle power countries, they have a lot of influence. They have a lot of ties to other countries. They do a lot of trade, import, export, and they deal with a lot of countries near each other. But they do it in another way, and they use this soft power. One of the ways is gastrodiplomacy. So it's pretty interesting. They went after gastrodiplomacy because they did a lot of studies with there were some studies that I saw with like millennials, and they said that 44% of their food dollars is eating away from home. So they're like, that's a huge piece of the pie to go after. And
when was that study done? Was that recent?
As of 2010? I guess maybe not that recent, but
no.
And then the global food market was worth $438 billion. This was around the same time. So I'm sure that increased. But do you think that the millennials' spending of their food has increased since then? Or would you say it would have increased or decreased since then?
Increased.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just wondering. I thought maybe
I'm assuming with the way, things have gone these past couple of years, probably decreased.
Yeah. With,
I feel like people still spend money like crazy on food.
But do you do it
often?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I typically don't go out it's been years. I don't really go out as much as I used to, but
Just like I haven't left my house
Mitch lives in a
years.
cave.
but
Yeah.
but I see people eating out all the time. I mean, my cousin owns a restaurant. He tells me all the time, people are always out.
Mitch's kids. Can we have pizza? There's pizza at home.
I'll make you a pizza.
This isn't delivery.
Can we
This
get
is
ice cream?
DoorDash.
We don't have ice cream. Eat the grape.
He just pours like milk into a bowl.
Oh God! And then
Enjoy.
freezes it, throws it in the freezer. You'll have ice cream tomorrow. So yeah, a lot of other countries are doing it. Peru. What I thought was pretty funny is that North Korea actually tried, or is trying, and they had their own. It's called Pyongyang. They had over 100 restaurants open.
What is it? Just like an empty menu?
The staff was captive, and they did have a problem with the waiters defecting.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So
What food? What food were they trying
North
to?
Korean food. North Korean food. Yeah. You
What
can
is
go
that?
on there.
What is that?
It's starvation. They
I
export.
probably need that for some.
They give you an empty plate and then hold a gun to your head and tell you to
It's
eat
an
it.
MRE, right? Basically,
Yeah.
it's good for 20 years. Don't open it. So yeah, that's this idea of gastrodiplomacy. So right now, Thailand is promoting what they call the 5 Fs, and they're promoting food, film, fashion. Another one I remember, fighting, and Thai festivals.
Oh, that's
Because
like
they love their Thailand.
what's
boxing.
that?
Ong Bak.
Yeah, Ong Bak. I fucking
Ong Bak.
love that.
How dope was
fucking
that,
movie.
dude?
Yeah, good movie.
Oh my god! After that movie, like so many people got kneed and elbowed in the head. It was like such a good way of fighting.
Well, that's a lot of people go there just to train.
Oh
Like,
yeah, right.
just to train for fights and stuff. They'll like, I don't know.
I've heard of that too.
Yeah, no, people go out there to train. I mean, they have the best Thai gyms out there. You know, and you go out there, get your striking down for a year or whatever, and come back. Yeah, it's huge in mixed martial arts. But yeah, so what'd you think?
I thought it was pretty interesting as far as, the way you can affect people is by their palate, and then figuring out what palates work better in certain regions and then what doesn't work in other regions. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Is
Yeah.
Thailand
Mhm.
like number one in this soft
From what I'm hearing,
diplomacy?
they were one of the first to do it, and it was highly successful. And they are one of the top people to do it. South Korea and Peru are very close behind them too. And they had a huge push. Like Peru was like, we got to do this. And they said that a vast amount of tourism in Peru was for food. So it was interesting that you said that you like their food, but you never went there. But it is increasing their tourism.
Do you guys know what ceviche is?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of anything fish, anything. When I was in Peru,
Like
I went to
fish,
this. Nah, man.
You don't like fish?
Not
What are you,
really.
like chicken? Chicken and steak guy? Chicken and steak
Chicken and
guy?
steak. I a little. I dabble in salmon a little bit, but when I was down there in Peru,
Love
we
salmon.
went to this restaurant. Had ceviche for the first time. Amazing.
You got to be careful with ceviche.
Why is
Oh
that?
yeah, the way they prepared this one was, for my first time, I was like, wow.
I saw.
I never had it again, but
I saw like possibly scientists on in this YouTube video. They were breaking down like because it's what lime juice, right?
it's lime juices, garlic, onions,
Right. So
parsley, cilantro, all that.
So their
good stuff.
question was, does lime juice really cook and kill the bacteria on the fish? It does not.
The acidity from the lime juice is what they were.
That's what
I
they
guess-
say
Yeah.
kills the bacteria. It doesn't actually.
Well, still here, so whatever.
Wouldn't vinegar? Don't they put like I don't know, a couple of drops
I
of
didn't.
vinegar?
I
Wouldn't
didn't
that help?
taste it.
if
I
the
didn't
fish
taste
is
vinegar.
frozen, that kills more bacteria than lime juice does.
That's true. Yeah.
That was their big thing. But I mean, I have eaten it. I haven't gotten sick yet, so I'm gonna. If I see it, I'll still eat it probably.
So food was good. Food was good in Peru. Yeah, Cusco. That's the only place I
Yeah.
went.
I'm a big oyster guy too. I like oysters.
Oof, with little. I like oysters.
I could eat.
They're
trays
so
of that
weird
thing.
though to eat.
Yeah.
They just you do the whole slurping thing.
Yeah.
You put it in your mouth. You get that hit. You get that hit of salt water. You're like, ugh, and then like I don't know, it tastes good, but
the little things you put on top of it and everything. That makes it.
yeah.
That's good.
You ate so Caesar. You don't eat any seafood.
Yeah, pasta. No,
You wouldn't try it. You wouldn't try an oyster.
I've tried it. Yeah, I've tried it. I just not a big
Not
fan.
for you.
How about
Not for
shrimp?
me.
You don't like shrimp?
I like shrimp. I like
You like
shrimp.
lobster?
Scallops? What's your thought on scallops?
Scallops?
Neither.
Oh,
Ooh, scallops are delicious.
No lobster,
I
no
love
scallops.
The thing with scallops is it could go amazing, or it's just
Yeah, rubber.
like a rubber dog chew toy.
No,
Fucking disgusting.
if you get a perfectly good scallop, oh my god,
so
bro.
good. So good.
I went to this one. I went to a Michelin star restaurant or got scallops because I did have a chef's table.
Mhm.
They would throw the scallop on, and they had like a little stopwatch with them. How long they needed to flip it, and then oh my god, it was like butter. It just cut into it.
The last time I got violently ill was at a Michelin star restaurant. Me and my buddy, we got burgers, and I'm like on my way home, and I'm like,
You went to a
I feel-
Michelin star restaurant and got burgers.
Well, it was known for their burger because they did this crazy ass burger with like a bunch of like the way they did the fried. I don't know. I was just like whatever. So we went there. We got beers,
Truffle oil.
and I think it was truffle oil.
The truffle oil is whack.
Yeah, truffle oil is
yeah,
bullshit.
it's too
Dude.
strong.
It's
I
too.
was
It's
like-
fucking 5W30.
You remember when-
Isn't
when
that
we
what it
went
is?
to-
Isn't it just motor oil?
It's closer to motor oil than it is to truffles. Yeah.
Oh wow! When we went to Pisco Brewery, we all got burgers, and I was the only one that got sick.
I was just gonna mention that.
Oh man!
Yeah, but it
we
was
all got
more
the
than
same
once.
thing.
It was more than once, I think. That we all ordered the exact same thing, burgers, the exact same way, and Mitch would get sick.
I got sick from it, and I'm like, "What the hell?" Like,
And then I was getting worried. I was like, "Oh my god, am I just gonna start violently throwing up?"
dude, I was violently throwing up. It was terrible. I'm calling you guys like, did we ordered the same thing, right? Like, yeah, we all got cheeseburgers.
Meanwhile, we're fucking hanging out. They're like, "Where's Mitch?"
No, I mean, do you guys wash your fruit?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
How do you wash your fruit though?
I just rinse it with water.
Yeah,
Just
rinse with
rinse.
water.
soap and water.
No.
What?
Just kidding.
Soap
just kidding.
and water. Oh.
Just kidding. Just
Listen, I don't doubt you
water.
at all.
Hot water, of
Mister.
course.
Mister,
Hot
I
water?
clean my yogurt cups and then throw them
I
out.
have to for the complex.
Wash your fruit.
No, I put
so-
I put baking soda and I put a little bit of vinegar and I let it soak for between like 5 to 10 minutes.
I don't have time for that.
No
I mean,
way.
that sounds like a great
No.
way to do it, but I
Yeah,
don't know
dude.
about that.
It cleans it. One, it cleans it. Two, it makes it last longer. So berries don't really last that long, or some fruits don't last.
Mitch,
that
I
long.
like to complain about my blueberries. All right.
How are you
Goddamn things.
storing it?
It sounds like
Well, no.
a way you would clean the bathtub. Like I use white
No.
vinegar and baking soda, and then I just scrub it lightly.
Mitch is cleaning his fruit and then cleaning his fridge at the same time.
Dude,
right?
hell yeah. It really does work, and because fruit has wax on it, so it takes some of the wax off. Like even like grapes, if you notice, grapes have some kind of like wax on it.
That's wax is natural. They don't put it on there.
No, they put it on there.
No,
Yeah, they
not
put it
all
on
of it.
there.
Like
Oh,
apples and
okay.
shit has like it's a natural coating to help it protect it from fucking
I thought
bugs
they
eating
they
it.
put like at the place I go to.
What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
it's terrible, but
It's the
Spray wax
pesticide,
on
bro.
the fucking
No,
tree.
yeah,
it's-
they wax
it's like
them.
a
They
pres- it's like a
spray it with
preservative.
wax.
It's a
Yeah, it says,
preservative.
this is carnauba wax on it. There's a
Who
big
put
sign that says
carnauba wax. Plants
So-
have natural mechanisms to try to like keep them alive
right, but then they also spray them.
with pesticides, not wax.
No, they waxed. They wax them.
They wax them.
There's a. I was reading about it. They actually spray them down with wax so that they last longer and they shine in the store, right? And plus, when they tumble around, they don't get that like messed up and dirty. And when
Are you
I go
talking
to my,
about apples,
let's talk about apples. Let's talk
Okay.
about apples. Okay, they spray them with like a wax, and then there's a thing over here that like at my fucking store or grocery store, it says that these apples have like carnauba wax on it, but it's edible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're storing. Listen, I get my fruit, I wash it, I put it in a separate container that it came in, and I line it with a paper towel.
Yeah.
And
That
it
is
lasts
great.
just fine.
Yeah,
And it
that I'm
lasts
down with.
sometimes over a week. I don't douse it in vinegar and fucking do whatever to like what the fuck you're doing.
I fill up a bowl with water. You put like, I don't know, 3 or 4 teaspoons of baking soda, a tablespoon of vinegar, and let it soak. And it actually cleans it and helps it last longer.
I can tell you
that's like
this:
some
the
TikTok
first time
bullshit.
I do that, I'm not even gonna want the fucking strawberries anymore. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna rip into the Kit Kat, and I'm gonna forget about the strawberries. I'm gonna come back, and they're just gonna dissolve
he's gonna
in like a
taste
fucking
it.
bowl.
He's gonna
I'm like,
taste it.
it's right
gonna
when you
taste like
come back from
vinegar.
What is this?
No, you don't taste it at all.
It's
And then you
all
rinse it off,
strawberry.
Jesus
and they're
Christ.
perfect.
It's gonna be like in
It's peace of mind. It's
in
peace
like
of mind. They're
Breaking
clean.
Bad when like the guy just goes right through the fucking bathtub. They're gonna be like, what the hell was
Yeah.
this? Yeah. It was my strawberries. I just wanted strawberries. Oh, fuck that.
He's gonna forget they're on the counter soaking for 2 fucking days.
No, I set a timer.
Oh my god, dude! This is why you're always busy.
Yeah,
you're over here
you-
washing fruit for 6 days.
This day.
Jesus Christ!
Oh man. He's
But
got
it's
a
good.
garbage bag full of shit downstairs. This is all the stuff I want next week.
You come into your house, there's bowls everywhere with different fucking fruits in it.
Oh man, but I would say the past few months I've been eating a lot of like berries and fruits lately. So
I mean, they're in season. It's
I
summertime.
was just most.
Oh,
no,
is that
since-
what it is? Because the
since
strawberries
January,
are
I've been
banging
eating-
right now.
Oh yeah, strawberries. Yeah, strawberries grow in the summertime.
How do you
Yeah.
know? Like, did you grow? Like, did your parents teach you like what's in
My
season?
grandparents used to grow strawberries, and every time I'd visit them in the summertime, they'd be thriving. They'd be growing and they'd be ripening.
I'm always like, how the fuck do people like? I'm like, yeah, you go get blue. I'm not buying blueberries. They're not in season. I'm like, how the fuck do you know?
Blueberries are in season, at least in the Northeast, later in summer. So around August and shit, you're gonna see like July. You're gonna see a lot of raspberries go on sale, and like closer to August, it's gonna be like blueberries and peaches and shit like that.
What's on sale like in
watermelons
April,
now, too.
May and April?
Yo, the watermelons right now are
Yeah,
I don't know because
watermelons.
all those fruits in like May and April and shit come from like California and shit
Yeah,
because they have different. It's like a different climate out there.
Huh.
I always have trouble with like if I'm buying a cantaloupe or like something you can't see the inside of. You know,
Why?
always hard.
Those are
like,
tough.
like when you don't know when it's ripe or
You
not.
ever
know?
see someone
Cantaloupe?
like test
I don't know
it?
if this works. I don't know if this. Yeah, because I was about to say
It's
this.
like the weirdest shit.
So for cantaloupe, someone told me if you smell them. So I'm in the store
like-
smelling cantaloupe. If it smells sweet, it means it's good. And it's
No, but like the
it's
way
worked
they
every
smell
time.
it too, right? So they hold it, right? They hold it like with 2 hands, and then
Caress it.
they hit it, and it's got to make like a hollow.
I definitely
But-
hit it. Why?
right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah. So you're hitting it,
You gotta do like a
And
knuckle
then-
hit, right?
and then
Like-
you gotta smell it by where like everything connects, like the little butthole area. So then
Yeah,
you're
the
just like,
butthole.
then you're just smelling
They're
it,
gonna kick you out the supermarket.
and I'm like, what are these
Sir,
people
can you stop
doing?
having sex with the fruit?
This guy's back. Do you have any more carnauba wax or?
He's like he has a whole card full of cantaloupes.
You guys used to watch Reno 911.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
little
I've
bit,
seen
yeah.
clips.
There was a character. He was like he got arrested for one time. He was like, what were you? What did you get arrested for? He's like, I was in the produce aisle at a supermarket. I was trying on fruit. Just trying on fruit. What do you mean trying on? Just trying on fruit.
I am hopelessly bad at picking avocados.
I like.
I never get it right. I never get it right. I either get them either overripe or they're like underripe for like 6 years.
You just got to get them super hard and then just put them in like a brown paper bag or in your
Put 'em
oven.
next to other fruit too. That
Next
helps.
to other
That's the
fruit?
key. That's the
Yeah.
key. And just let them ripe on their own.
We've been buying a lot of salad right? And then just like covering it in croutons and cheese and salad dressing because we're trying to be healthy. But like, I didn't realize that salad, like, it's got like, we bought this one the other day. It had like sand and like dirt in it.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's fucking disgusting. Like,
you didn't. You gotta wash it.
No, I washed it.
Even
when you wash it, it wasn't even like.
No, you gotta watch. You have to wash the leaves individually to get it out.
Okay, because
you don't get the pre-made mags,
like a mixed salad.
No, man, that's how you get listeria. That's how you get listeria.
Yeah, those bags are disgusting.
They're good.
Yo, they're always like molded inside. Yeah. Like they're always
soggy. Why is it soggy?
Yeah. I didn't like
never
that.
Never get the shit in the bags.
Are you buying like the pre-mix like in the container or like romaine lettuce or something like that?
It's like like lettuce. The romaine or the butter lettuce.
The whole head of lettuce.
Yeah, the whole thing. And we just tear it open. I've been having to wash them each leaf, and I'm like, I don't remember my parents doing this, but then again, I don't remember eating salad as a kid. So I'm like washing each leaf. I'm like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
The other day, it felt like I dropped the whole thing at the beach. Like I'm like chewing it, and there's just sand like all up in my teeth.
I've seen that a lot with if you buy cilantro. Sometimes they'll get like a batch of cilantro that's just covered in sand.
Really?
And cilantro or like parsley or something like that.
Yeah, and like you'll be there for like 10 minutes spraying it with the I
had no idea.
With water, and then like you look down at your sink and it's filled with like sand and dirt.
Yeah, that's what happened the other day. I washed the shit out of this, and there was just sand everywhere. Yeah, I wonder why they do that. Oh, that's probably how they transport it, right?
It's just grabbed. I think it's just grabbed out of the dirt like that.
Fucking, they're just picking it off the ground. Like what the?
Yeah, what do you want them to do?
Where else does it come from?
Nah, I mean that sounds disgusting.
The supermarket. That's where it comes from.
Trader
Joe's.
They don't grow it in the back.
Dude, Trader Joe's. That's my jam now, man.
I'm a hater, Joe.
You're a hater, Joe?
I'm a hater.
I think
Joe.
it's okay.
Fuck hate Trader Joe's.
I like Trader Joe's.
You gotta watch their stuff though, because a lot of their stuff is like it's bad. It's expired. Have you noticed that?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, always check their expiration dates. I went there when I was living in the Lower East Side. There was like a bunch of Trader Joe's, and every time I would go there and grab like their salads or whatever, shit was expired all the time.
They like to fucking like they're like, oh, look how cheaper this is. It's like we sell oranges for like 3 cents, and then like you grab some bread and you pay $30, and you're like, what?
Crazy. No, I can't afford it.
Yeah, they're sneaky. They have sneaky practices. I don't like it. That's why I'm a hater, Joe.
I typically, our typical grocery list, we usually find it's cheaper than the supermarket.
A typical grocery list.
For some things.
I put my berries in bowls around the household in case anyone wants vinegar.
La-di-da,
coated. La-di-da. Look at my eggs. They're pasture raised. My chicken's name was Billy.
The yolk? What was it?
The yolk's got to be be dude. Like
I don't even know. I'd still
gotta be orange.
No way, bro.
Orange.
Like this. It's delicious. It's delicious.
No way, bro.
You guys have no idea.
We're all gonna die around the same time anyway.
I just cracked an egg open
by eating Mitch's eggs.
I cracked an egg open. It looked like a fucking yellow Sunkist. It was nowhere near orange at all. Like it was. I was like, this is not fucking orange. But I did get one that was like. I did get one of those organic ones. And that shit is orange. And I thought something was wrong with the bird.
No, it's
bird food, bro.
That was not it. But the eggs are down, man. It's $2.39.
Yeah.
Regular XL eggs are down, so
we missed the investment opportunity, man.
Vic, what'd you take away from today?
I kind of want to try an authentic Thai restaurant and see what they got. Also, I found a bunch of their recipes on that website, so I am going to make some Thai food to see how well it comes out.
Yeah, you should do that. Caesar?
Yeah, man. I thought it was pretty cool, man, that the Thailand's infiltrating America by using our palates, man. That's pretty cool. Plus, I love Thai food, so they got me. I'm hooked. So if a war goes down, I'm on their side.
All right. Well, you heard it here. There's a war going down, and Caesar's on the other side. So if you've enjoyed this episode, we would appreciate that you could share, leave a comment, and subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen. Stay tuned for more engaging discussion. All right. See you next time.
Peace.